Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Matchbase Presents Ranking Valentine Day Edition. My name is Diandre Robinson, and I'm guessing I'm here with my Valentine.
I guess.
I love you.
Wow.
I'm here with my baby girl.
I guess.
I love you.
I love you too.
Happy early Valentine Day. This is Emily Fish. Say hi, Emily.
Emily Fish.
Oh, sorry, that's not true. It's Emily Robinson Fish. I'm sorry about that.
Oh my god, I gotta drop the fish.
I like it. Emily.
So done with that. My whole life.
So we are ranking rom-coms today.
This is going to be brutal.
And what we did was we opened this up to the whole I Did Not Make These Rankings podcast network. So it's not just Masturbators. So it's going to be my top 10, Emily's top 10, CJ's top 10 from Masturbators, Josh's top 10 from Masturbators. And then Kendra's top 10 from Crushgasm, Casey's top 10 from Even the Movies, Amanda's top 10 from The Sipless, and Harvey's top 10 from Masturbators, because he's a masturbators as well. So we normally we bring top 10, do some math, and then we get an overall overall ranking. There are 39 movies in this. And I'm pretty sure my wife watched most of these. This is probably the only topic that she probably watched.
That's so funny. These are like crime documentaries or something. But
Yeah.
that is true. A lot of them I haven't seen, but this is probably one of the best categories for me.
Yes. So without further ado, let's do the first tier, which is number 39 to number 31. Number 39.
So we're not just going to skip all over the urgency of needing to do this episode because you could not wait to share.
Well, I need to do it before Valentine's Day. So it can come out before Valentine's Day.
I just know how much disappointment is going to be in this. And you can't wait to tell me.
Well, it's easy to do it now, the day we're recording, so it can come out on Valentine's Day.
Yeah, I know there's more reason than that. But let's go.
So without further ado,
Number 39.
Number 39 is Doc Holliday.
Wasn't on my list.
Well, obviously it wasn't on my list either. Let me make sure this is, yeah. So number 39 is Doc Holliday. So Doc Holliday was a gambler, a gumshoe, and a dentist. And he has all these roles. And
I have no idea what this movie is about.
No, that's the wrong one.
When you say... Yeah. No, when you say this movie, my mind goes to the movie with that Gordon Levitt's guy. And it's not that movie. I don't think John Don. His was in something like that. But I don't know what this movie is.
So I fucked up. I said Doc Holliday, and I fucked up. And this is me, because remember, I smoke weed. So it is what it is. This is actually Doc Hollywood.
Sorry.
Doc Hollywood is a movie from 1991 starring Michael J. Fox. He's still a doctor, still a doctor who gets stranded in a small town, and he falls for a local woman that actually wants to leave the clinic as well, and leave the town.
Have you actually seen this?
It's before Michael J. Fox had got hard Parkinson.
Mm-hmm.
So we could see a little bit. So this is literally after. This is after all Back to the Futures, even the third one. This is after Teen Wolf.
Did you see this though?
A long time ago. A long time ago.
Okay.
Not the biggest fan. If I need to see it again, I will. But
I have no idea.
But it's number
39.
Number 38 is Enchanted.
Also not on my list. Is this like a princess movie?
Yeah, this is when a fictional fairy tale becomes, it's kind of like Barbie. So she's on her own world, but this comes into her.
I think maybe I've seen some of this. I'm not quite sure.
Again,
does a girl with red hair play the main person?
Yeah, the main person is, what's her face?
There's several women that come to mind with that same kind of. I think.
Yeah.
Okay, that is what I was thinking. I think I've seen part of it. Definitely not on my.
Yeah, Amy Adams. I could not get the lady name, but Amy Adams was the main princess in this movie.
Yeah, maybe part of it at some point.
All right. Number 37 is Groundhog Day. Groundhog Day is, a classic about Bill Murray.
Didn't we talk about this movie like last time or an episode ago or something? Like we talked about this fairly recently.
Some movies gonna be overlap.
No, I get it, but like this is another the Bill Murray movie that we talked about last
it's a
time.
Bill Murray movie that every
With
single day.
That just happened.
No, not with a groundhog.
But like Groundhog Day, or no, what is it?
Groundhog Day is above Groundhog Day, but he lives the same day over and over.
Is it Groundhog not even in the movie?
I mean, there's a slice of Groundhog, but that's not the main thing in the movie. That's not nowhere near the same. He has a fall in love with a girl.
But that did just actually happen.
Well,
like Groundhog's Day. Like it was like February or something. I saw something come across the thing. It's like
I really do not give a about Groundhog
Day. They're in Pennsylvania. Like it.
I know about
something
in Pennsylvania. It's in the middle.
Is it a whole big thing?
For Quakers, yeah, but not for a motherfucker in the hood. No. All right. The next movie is Dave, and that is number 36. So it's a political movie about a guy that wants to be president, but he goes into a coma. Now he got to relive. He has to try to get his people back, his wife back, all that kind of good stuff. But they're moved on. I mean, not my favorite movie at all.
No, again, I haven't seen this one.
A lot of these movies are hardcore white movies.
Isn't Lil Dicky's show called Dave?
Yeah, but that's the TV show.
Completely different.
Yeah, no, definitely different. This is from 1990. Number 36 is number 35 is Hitch. Hitch was definitely.
This on yours?
Definitely mine because there was not a color on this list.
There was a lot of incredible movies on this list. This was very hard. This was very, very hard.
Wasn't not a color in this list. There's a lot of black rom-coms that should have been on this list. In there. I didn't put it on there because I followed the website, but
I felt rushed. Like I went through the list one time and you're like, I need the numbers. And so I really didn't. Are you going to keep saying that?
You said that 3 times already while we're recording.
No, I don't know.
And it's only 9 minutes.
Well, you've messed up several of them.
Okay.
So we're on a great. We're doing great.
So anyway, Hitch is a Will Smith movie. He is a quote unquote love guru that helps people that don't know how to really talk to women. Then his name is Hitch, and he falls for a woman that really doesn't, that he falls for, he likes, and you wind up fall in love, which makes a lot of money being a love consultant. But yeah, it was one of my. So back in high school, this came out in, I want to say 2004 or 5. And during high school, I lived in a boarding school. We had date night, and this was one of the movies. Still a great good movie. Yeah, but it only landed number 35. Number 34, I'm going to talk about is Something Gotta Give.
Oh, Something's Gotta Give. This is a funny one with great. Now I have to remember names. Isn't this? Is it? No. Who is it? It's Are you looking it up?
No.
So I can look.
So Something Gotta Give.
It has it's Jack Nicholson who is dating a younger woman. He's like loaded, dating a younger woman, and they go on to like this vacation weekend away at a beach house. And Diane Keaton is the mom of the daughter, right? So daughter's bringing Jack Nicholson home to meet mom. Well, they start like hitting it off and having a thing. And so the daughter and him have to break up. Like it's kind of twisted when you really think about it, but it's also a really good movie. When it's said like that, it's kind of like, well, dang, that's pretty fucked up. But the movie is really cute. It's really good.
All right. The next movie is number 33. Is The Big Sick. It's actually based off a true story. I'm not sure you know who this guy is, but it's the Indian guy. His name is Kumal Ali Najani. I think it is. Main name for nerds. He was in he was in a lot of Marvel stuff. But he's a comedian.
Mm.
And it's about his life and how he met his uh his
Partner.
wife partner
Right.
at a stand up comedy show.
Oh, is she one too, or something?
Supposed to be, yes.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
Ray Romano's in it. A couple people from SNL's in it.
Oh.
Um, number 32 is Moonstruck. Struck. So,
Struck.
yeah.
I another one I have.
This one is with Nicolas Cage from the 80s, 87. Nicolas Cage and Cher.
Oh. And Cher?
And Cher, yeah.
Oh.
But I always want to say when Cher, when I think of Cher, I want to think, you believe.
Well, because that's Cher.
For some reason, I didn't think it was.
No, that's totally.
She falls for her fiance and her brother at the same time.
Oh, dang, this is another twisted kind of.
Yeah. And she navigates through all the kind of good shit. She discovered who she was. I haven't watched this. Again, I'm not a big Cher fan, and Dempsey not a big 80s Nicolas Cage fan after he watched that one fucking last movie.
I love Nicolas Cage. Like, I freaking love him, but this, I don't know. I haven't seen this.
Yeah. And then the last one in this tier is number 31, and it's complicated.
Oh my god, it's complicated. That was higher on my list, and I guess did not make it very far. This has Alec Baldwin. It's super funny. Meryl Streep. They were a couple, had a bunch of kids, and got divorced, like separate lives. Alec Baldwin's got like a whole nother, married on and stuff. And then I think it was like a graduation party brings them back together, and then they start hooking up. And then they got to try and hide it from their kids and like figure out if they're gonna like continue or if he's gonna go be with like his new family. Much younger, much younger. But it's super cute. It's really funny.
Okay.
Not that I hate cheating, like all of that, and there's totally so much of that in the movie, but it is so cute.
I had never watched it before, so I'm gonna take your word for it.
Maybe that'll go on one of our bet lists because I'd love.
So the first tier, 39 Doc Hollywood, 38 Enchanted, 37 Groundhog Day, number 36 Dave, 35 Hitch, 34 Something Gotta Give, 33 Big Stick, 32 Moonstruck, number 31 is Complicated. Second tier, next tier, number 30 is 13 Going on 30.
Not on my list. I think I've seen it once, but not on my list.
It's legitimately with the third. So it's about this girl that actually wakes up, and now she's 30 years old. She's 13, now she's 30, and she got to deal with all the things that a 30-year will have to do. So they have to fall in love. They have to maybe have sex. They got to work, all that kind of good stuff.
Oh shit!
Weird fucking movie to me personally.
Didn't they remake it too or something?
No. They started doing the Thriller dance at the end of it, which was weird.
Oh, I don't remember this at all.
So yeah, it's not.
I thought I saw it.
Not my favorite of the thing to watch, but yeah, that was on the list. The next movie is number 29. That's The Truth About Cats and Dogs.
I'm not sure that I've seen this movie either.
It's with Uma Thurman, and you know who Uma Thurman is. That she's the bride in Kill Bill. She has to pick. Literally, she had to pick between her romantic relationship and her best friend. That's really the overall movie's about. Not on my list. Not on your list. Again.
Sounds like the same kind of plot as My Best Friend's Wedding-ish.
Almost, yeah.
That is that kind of. I feel like that should have made my list, but I don't even know if it was on our.
My Best Friend Wedding. I'm not sure it was on the list either. But I will touch about number 28 because I know you know what this movie is, and that's Sleepless in Seattle.
Yeah. You love this movie so much.
So damn why. Damn why.
I love it just because I used to live super close to Seattle, and it's just kind of like, I don't know. It wasn't on my top 10 list for sure. But when I feel like we looked back at like what GAV of the early 90s, one of those things. It did make my list.
What is it about?
It's this kid trying to get his dad to fall in love, and then there's like this radio thing, and he meets a woman over who ends up being
From Florida.
Yeah, from Florida.
Mm.
You hate it, all of it. I mean, the views all over Seattle are just beautiful, and it does a lot of those kind of like scenes going out and by the water, and I just think it's like how I feel about like Free Willy. I love it because it was close to home and everything. But yeah, it's a cute movie.
Legitimately going to say that this is one of the most horrible movies of all time to me. He lives in Seattle. He gets tricked by his son to talk about his love life in a radio show, a national radio show. A lady in fucking Florida hears it, wants to meet him. And then the reason why he's a bad, horrible fucking father, because somehow she's in Florida, he's in Seattle. Somehow they meet in New York. But his son is in New York first. It's super fucking weird. Ladies love this fucking movie.
It's cute.
And yeah, cute my ass. Number 27, Knocked Up.
Oh fuck, it's so low on the list. See, this is, it's like, would I wanted to know the list beforehand or not? And the surprise is kind of like, what a punch in the fucking gut. This was high on my list. Mm-hmm. This is Seth Rogen and Katherine Heigl or whatever, and one night stand, she gets pregnant, and then dad, who's totally not ready to grow up, has to be start figuring out how to be a father, and they go through just a bunch of shit, and she's a host on E, I think it is, like she's on camera and stuff, and it's just such a funny movie. It's one of my favorites. I loved watching it while I was pregnant. When I was each of the times I watched this many times while I was pregnant.
Knocked Up is not a bad movie. I like it. Actually, it's hilarious. Actually,
there's a lot of super funny parts in it.
How you get pink eye, all that kind of shit. It's fucking hilarious. It's one of those early to one of 2000s like comedies from Seth Rogen and other people.
It's like one of the ones that made me like totally fall in love with them.
That was number 27. Number 26 is Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist. I actually like this movie. No, not my list.
Could have been.
It could have been. Actually, got it true. No, actually, I think I had it, and it
barely
didn't make it.
That's one of your big ones for me. I know. We'll get to it. We haven't gotten to it yet, but I know it'll be high on this list.
Yeah, because a lot of people in there. Yeah. So Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist is about basically two teenagers that's in high school that are different sets of walks of life, and they are trying to find Where's Fluffy, which is a band.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And then they meet up. They like each other. They help each other out, but one is a daughter of a record producer. One is just in the band. And Michael Cera is always in a band.
Very musical.
Yeah, Michael Cera is always in the goddamn musical band. Man. But yeah, so yeah. It's a cute movie. As Emily would say, it wasn't my list, but I know whose list is the mom's favorite movies. And that's Crazy Rich Asians.
I can't talk about this movie.
Wow.
I haven't seen it.
Oh, what?
Like I've seen pieces of it, but I haven't seen this whole movie. But yeah, my mom loves it.
Yeah, Mama Fish loves this movie. It's literally about what it says: Crazy Rich Asians. One Asian is getting married to another lady, and they gotta go through tradition. They gotta go through hijinks, almost like it's like crossover bridesmaids.
It's like dirty, funny kind of stuff. Like
there's a lot of there are some dirty jokes, and there's not. Yeah. There's no bridesmaid has a lot more dirty jokes.
Oh. Well, I didn't know like to what extent. So
number 24, and I messed up. We did the math. I never messed up. Number 24. I took the off where it was, but number 24 is actually Groundhog's Day. And I put it on twice. 24 is Groundhog's Day, so we're going to skip that. Number 23 is Crazy Stupid Love.
Crazy Stupid Love. This sounds like one I've seen, but also I am not quite sure which one this is.
So Crazy Stupid Love is with Steve Carell.
Oh, I think maybe I've seen it like once. Maybe.
Yeah, it's his wife wants a divorce, and when they break up, he axes Ryan Gosling to help him get women, and it works. However, though, Ryan Gosling gets his daughter.
Oh.
and then like hijinks ensues and all that kind of good stuff. It's actually a pretty funny movie. Ryan Gosling falls in love with his daughter. He falls back in love with his wife.
Maybe I haven't seen this.
Yeah, it's really funny actually. Number 22 is How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
This was a good one. I'm trying to remember. Like I saw it several times. This is, I think, Kate Hudson in it. And I think she's like a writer for a magazine or something or newspaper, and has this idea for a story to how to lose a guy in 10 days. And so I forget who the guy is. It Matthew
McConaughey.
Is it? Okay, that's okay. I was thinking that's what it was. Who I absolutely love too. I just hardly remember this. But I forget how they meet. But she just gets worse. Just truly tries to lose a guy in 10 days and just goes to any extent to get there. And then I think like at the end realizes that she really doesn't want to lose this guy. I remember it being a cute movie, but yeah, it didn't make my top 10.
It didn't make mine either because it was horrible to me. Imagine me putting on How to Lose a Girl in 10 Days. Man, I would get canceled.
I mean, here's another one. I mean, that didn't. I don't think Fool's Gold made this list, and I think I could have had that in my top 10 too. Matthew McConaughey and Kate Hudson movie. That's way fucking better than.
Again, it's 104.
Fucking Rotten Tomatoes,
and this is top 404 in Rotten Tomatoes. There's a lot of other movies that could have been on here. Yeah.
I mean, Fool's Gold, like that should totally be up there. That was one of my. Oh.
Anyway, number 21.
I'm gonna have to.
Number 21 is Notting Hill.
Notting Hill. I'm not quite sure the story.
To be a fan of
Julie Roberts, I love some of her things, but I'm not like a follower of her, like Drew Barrymore. Like that's a different story.
Right, so Notting Hill was with Julie Roberts. She's a big time celebrity. She goes to is in somewhere in Europe. I want to say Paris. It's somewhere in Europe, and she goes to a bookstore and fall in love with a local. Not, but
he like Hugh Grant.
He's not even the owner of the bookstore. He just works there. And it has one of the most like iconic lines in rom-com history. I'm just a girl standing in front of the boy.
That's where that came from.
It's one of the best lines. One of that line.
I don't remember seeing this. I'm sure that I did at one point, but I don't remember.
It wasn't for me at all, but it is on this list. That's Notting Hill. So number 30 is 13 going on 30. Number 29, Truth God, Cats and Dogs. Number 28, Sleepless in Seattle. Number 27, Knocked Up. Number 26, Nicki Minor's Infinite Playlist. Number 25, Crazy Rich Asians. Number 24, Her Hard Day with the Asterisk. Number 23, Crazy Stupid Love. 22, How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. 21, Notting Hill. So next here is from 20 to number 11. Number 20 is Four Weddings and a Funeral. Ever seen this before?
I think maybe like once, but I couldn't tell you like the whole.
My first time watching this movie, and it wasn't even like all the way through. It was choppy a little bit, but it's with Hugh Grant as well, pretty sure.
That's what this is. This is not what I was thinking then about the funerals. Like, who else is in it? I'm thinking of something completely different.
I'm pretty sure Four Weddings and a Funeral with Hugh Grant. And what happened is that each year he falls for a certain girl from America. Yeah, it's Hugh Grant. He's falling for the same girl from America. He has to go to 4 weddings and then a death at the end with the funeral each year.
See, and I was thinking that it might have been the Chris Rock movie. And it's not at all. It's Death at a Funeral.
Well, first of all, Death at a Funeral, that Chris Rock version is a remake of a version that came out the same year.
What the fuck?
I'm dead serious. Death at a Funeral was
What?
the white version of Death at a Funeral.
No, the same year. But
No, that's not senior. Sorry. Death at a Funeral, the first one came out in 2007.
oh,
And
I don't know.
and then the second one came out
I
in
didn't
2010.
even know that
So
there
sorry,
was another one.
I thought it was the same year. It's not,
Oh.
but it's only 3 years from each other, so it's not,
Well,
it wasn't like
still.
a long time ago.
No, but the funeral. So I don't know that I've seen this version that you're talking about because what I was remembering was this.
Number 19 is My Big Fat Greek Wedding. This lady that has come from a Greek heritage, that can't find love, but actually find love to this beautiful man. That she says it's literally.
Is this like another version of the Crazy Rich Asians thing?
Kind of, but it's in the Greeks, but it's for the Greeks, and she falls in love. She has the wedding with the beautiful guy. It actually has 2 sequels. It has it has 2 sequels. My Big Fat Greek Wedding 2 and 3.
Oh damn! There's that many of these.
Yeah, I think the third one came out either last year or the year before.
I guess I'm missing like the. I know that this had another huge following, and I just wasn't part of it. I don't think I ever gave it a full chance.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't bad. It's just, I mean, it's another rom-com. It was just no, it's for me. Number 18 is Better Off Dead. Better Off Dead has one of the best scenes in rom-com history as well.
Sounds like a movie I should like. I'm not quite sure what it is.
It's this guy. It's John Cusack. He graduated high school. He doesn't know what he's going to do. He falls for a girl over the summer. They don't like each other at first, and then he has the boombox.
Oh, this is that movie?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a boombox. Yeah.
I thought that. I got the endings confused. I thought that was Breakfast Club.
No, Breakfast Club's the
other thing. Yeah.
This
is the boombox thing.
And they got one of the best scenes. I want my $2 because he made the kid he made some kid do something and he told him $2. He never gave him $2. Back in the '80s, $2 went a long way.
I don't remember this at all. I remember seeing that thing or have I seen that whole movie? I know I've seen the scene because they did that in the another movie that will probably be on this list at some point, so I'm not going to say.
All right. Number 17 is The Brothers.
Oh, I know I've seen this one.
Oh, you definitely have seen this
one.
Let
me just double check which one.
You know, because as soon as I say this, your mama sucks so much dick she walk in there. Yes. So your mama's senile. Oh my god. Said my mama's a saint. She must be saint suck a dick.
Oh, so fucking good.
So hilarious. And it's the second. This is the highest ranked black movie outside of outside of one. I'm not even lying.
You're not even in
It's number 17. And it's the highest ranked black movie outside of one. All right, and I can't blame anybody about it because we have 4 black people that did this.
Damn, there's so many fucking good movies. It's so hard.
But The Brothers is about 4 black men, successful black men. One is a doctor. One is a lawyer. I'm pretty sure. Is a doctor, lawyer, and 2 businessmen. And it's about their life or how they, go about finding love. The doctor is probably the main person. He doesn't know what love is. Gabrielle Union shows him what love is. Breaks up with her in the middle of it. Get back to where the end. Spoiler alert. A lot of good black actors. Morris Chestnut, Gabrielle Union, Ashley Banks from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, DL. It's a cute guy from the stories. Shamar Moore, really good. One of my favorite fucking black movies of all time. Actually, that's truth. I could not let it not go, and it's really high on my list, like extremely high on my list.
Every time this movie comes to my head, it's like The Wood comes up.
The Wood is amazing too.
Is that I don't remember that being on this list.
It's hard to put The Wood as a rom-com though.
What?
Because it's not about him. So yeah, he finds love in the wood. He finds his first love in the wood, but she moves and she only comes back for that wedding. We don't know if it's a happy ending or not.
I don't know. That's from that. It just always makes me think about
the
spoiler alert.
But he has to balance between being the president and being in love and being with her. And he was a far better president than what we have now. But that's not here nor there. Number 15 is You've Got Mail.
This wasn't on my list.
Have you seen it?
I've seen it, and more than the movie, when this comes up, at some point when this movie was coming out, there was some promo deal from somebody sending out these itty bitty mini discs, and it were for the movie You've Got Mail. I have no idea, remember, like, why.
To get to the internet, you needed the disc.
Oh my god. Yeah, well, anyways, that thing, that's what. But I know, isn't this like a bookstore thing too?
Yeah, it's Meg Ryan and Tom Hanks again.
Yes, in the bookstore stuff, yes.
Yeah.
Whoopee.
They
meet each other over online.
They need to just at the end of it, they need to figure out if they want to be together or not.
He's like a commercial bookstore, and she's like a mom and pop shop. Then he's like taking over their little town or block or whatever the fuck you call it, because they're super close together, and so it's like you're falling in love with the enemy thing. Like it all came back to me and took a second.
Number 14 is Number 14 is Zack and Mary Makes a Porno.
It's that low on the list. Yes. Well, I fucking love Seth Rogen so much. This was like a number 3 or something for me. This was very high on my list, but it's Zack and Mary Makes a Porno. It is a couple of friends that have just been friends, living together, working together, super fucking broke. It's Christmas time, the lights are going out, like all these things. And how do we make some like extra money? And they have this idea after seeing like one of their old friends at a class reunion, and their person is a porn star. And so they decided, let's make porno. And they start like hiring extras and
porn stars.
Yeah, And they film a porno that starts off in their coffee shop, or ends in the coffee shop. Yeah. It starts, yeah. And just fucking hilarious movie. They end up falling for each other. Spoiler alert, whatever. So fucking good movie. Such a good movie.
It is.
I just love Seth Rogen so much.
It is. I like this movie as well. It's on my list.
Is it?
Yeah, hell yeah, on my list. This movie is fucking hilarious.
God, it's so good.
You got Seth Rogen, weed, and porn all the same movie. You fucking right on my list.
So good.
So yeah. Number 13 is 10 Things I Hate About You.
This is the one. This is the other one with the stereo and the raise it. Yes, they do. They do that. They do that.
Well, they
copied it from the other one, but this is the movie that I was thinking that did that. This is not on my list. However, this has Heath Ledger in it.
It does.
Yeah.
They hire someone. So this is a teeny bopper. The ladies, when they were
all bopping, there were so many.
The late '90s, like rom-com teens for kids, for high schoolers. The one rich guy hires Heath Ledger to date
Kat, Julia Stiles,
and when she finds out, she gets pissed. But then she knows that she loves him at the end.
Save the Last Dance was not on this list either, and that would totally have made my top 10.
Wow, so you do this shit?
God, that was like one of my favorite. I had the posters of that in my bedroom, right by Nelly. Oh my God. See, you're going to have to do a JD for this, because you're missing some big ones.
So anyway, 10 Things I Hate About You. 10 Things I Hate About You is based off of a Shakespearean play, The Taming of the Shrew.
Okay.
So I was around saying so there you go. All right. Number 12 is one of my wife's favorite movies. She loved this movie. And number 12 is The Princess Bride.
Oh, fuck you. Oh, my God. Fuck you. Not a fucking chance. Such a dumb movie. Such a stupid movie.
Number 12 on this list.
You had my heart dropping for a second. I'm like, you're going to say fucking Pretty Woman or some shit right now.
No.
Princess Bride, I could give a shit.
Princess Bride,
I'm glad you didn't make it to the top.
One of the best movies of all time.
Oh God!
When a kid gets sick and his grandpa come over to read a book called The Princess Bride.
Cute idea, but then everything goes downhill.
And he reads the book, and the book is about
bullshit.
Buttercup and Wesley's relationship. He has to go
find a fucking father to kill or something.
He has to go on this excursion and gets his ships get pirated by a famous pirate, which he becomes. She doesn't know. He goes back to save her. And he
just skipped over so much shit.
Well,
like,
I did.
It's just such a stupid movie.
It's one of the best movies of all time, and you're just mad.
Oh God, I think it's hilarious that I didn't make it to top 10 because I know some of you guys had this fucking high.
Oh yeah, I don't think I had it high though. Me personally,
it was on your top 10 though.
It's on my top 10, 1,000%, but it's in my middle of top 10. Number 11, last one in this tier is Fever Pitch.
This is a Drew Barrymore movie, right?
Drew Barrymore and what's his face?
I think it's sweet that it made it this far. It wasn't on my top list, but Drew Barrymore, I love her so much. This, she had so many that, that are cute, like little love story ones that I get several of them mixed up. And so I think this and the Never Been Kissed one for me, because Fever Pitch is, I can think of the guy, but I can't think of the whole story that goes with it.
His name is Jimmy Fallon. Jimmy Fallon.
Oh, this is not the guy that I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of a different movie then.
No, so Fever Pitch.
Jimmy Fallon?
Yeah, it's still Drew Barrymore, but it's Jimmy Fallon. So
which one is this?
Jimmy Fallon is a big time Fallon? Boston Red Sox fan. And he's a teacher as well, so he takes us to see Drew Barrymore because I think she's an architect, I think. At his job, and he gets a number, he gets a date, they start falling in love. However, he is way too big into the Boston Red Sox.
I think I forgot about this movie. I don't think I've seen this movie, but maybe once.
I've seen this movie last year.
Really?
And, yep. And if I see it again, be way too shit at all.
I mean, did you laugh at all? Wow, I'm gonna have to watch it because I don't remember this at all.
I'm a Fallon fan, so
I just feel like I remember a kiss being out in the outfield, but I think that may have been from Never Been Fucking Kissed. They kiss in the outfield of a thing. Maybe I've never seen this.
So this tier has For What Is in the Funeral, My Big Fat Greek Wedding. Number 18, Better Off Dead. Number 17, The Brothers. Number 16, American President. Number 15, You Got Mail. Number 14, Black American Porno. Number 13, 10 Niggas Ahead About You. Number 12, The Princess Bride. Number 11, Fever Pitch. Okay. Now we are down to the top 10. Let's see how many your top 10 is in this top 10, or do you even care if it's? I want you to tell me if it's good, if the movies are good enough to be in the top 10. Yeah, just think the movie. When I say is it good enough to be in people's top 10?
Okay.
If you've seen the movie before.
All right.
Number 10 is Bridesmaids.
That's a funny movie. Mm-hmm. I could see that being in people's top 10s.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Bridesmaids is hilarious.
So funny. Yeah, it wasn't in mine, but it's like so funny. Oh my God.
The character. This is why. Listen, I mean, as recorded, we just recorded our drafts about Hear Me Out.
Yeah, and I fucking love her. I love her.
Melissa Carey is fucking hilarious.
There was just too many good movies in this. I couldn't this was one of the ones I had to pull off last minute because there was too many.
So, it's about two friends. One of her friends getting married. One's got to be the bridesmaid, but she's broken, poor, and
jealous as fuck.
And while she's the maid of honor, that she got to try to make her best friend's wedding as cool as possible, but on a budget. So a lot of things happen. Melissa Carter's in this. Rudolph, Kristen Wiig.
Fucking incredible cast.
Yeah, I don't know if you remember this, but one of the bridesmaids is actually the main character on Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt.
Yes, I do remember that. There's just so many big names. There's so many big moments that you would never forget. It just takes you to see it one time. You'll never forget.
All right, movie number 9. Should number 9 be on the top 10? Number 9, The 40-Year-Old Virgin.
I could see this making the list.
One of the funniest fucking movies of all time. I would say that from start to bottom.
I'm just gonna say that here's another Seth Rogen movie. Love that.
Movies. Steve Carell.
It's hilarious.
Taught me new cuss words. Oh, Kylie Clarkson.
My God.
The 40-Year-Old Virgin is what it was about. It's about a guy that's in his 40s that's still.
And this is number 9.
This is number 9. His friends, he makes some new friends working at a tech store, and they are trying to give him lead. The whole movie. Telling him the whole movie. This movie's fucking hilarious.
Oh my God, it's
so I want some fucking French toast.
You say it so fucking well.
Oh my God, she was drunk. Oh my God, shit is fucking hilarious. I love that fucking thing. Even Kevin, I'm not a big Kevin Hart fan, but even Kevin Hart part in that movie. He had a one small cameo, and that shit was
perfect.
That shit was fucking hilarious.
So good. But yes, I can tell that's totally deserving. I get it. I can imagine that being high on many people's lists.
Okay. About this movie, number 8. Should the number 8 be in this top 10? And that is The Wedding Singer.
This is like my number 2 or 3. Like The Wedding Singer, Drew Barrymore, and Adam Sandler. Fucking great people. I love them so much together. Everything they do is just gold. But this one, such a great movie.
Sorry. I fucked up.
Oh, boom. Is this Wedding Crashers?
Yes, number 8 is Wedding Crashers.
Oh, dang.
Number 8 is Wedding Crashers.
I'm just hoping that because you haven't said Wedding Singer yet, that it's further on this list. Because if it's not, I'll freak the fuck out.
Sorry, number 8
so
is
Wedding
Wedding
Crashers.
So Wedding
this
Crashers
was on my list. Absolutely on my list. This Vince Vaughn. This is another one on my list. This was number 6 on my list. He is number 3 on my list. And it's a couple of guys, bachelors, that crash weddings. They just totally take advantage of the wedding reception, partying, and meeting women and women and women and women. And then one starts to fall in love and has to go home and meet parents and do all of the...
Which is weird to me. The one he fall in love with, I forgot her name. Fuck, Amy? It's Amy McAdams?
Something like that,
yeah. McAdams?
Mean Girls.
Yeah, the Mean Girls was a year before.
This was just a year later.
Yeah, just a year later. That's in
high school to fucking.
It's just weird. Me and my brother, just my older brother, my old false brother, Lamar. We always said when we used to watch this movie, we always said the line, "Don't get mad at me because I'm a coxman." Yeah, we said that shit all the fucking time.
I used to babysit for a kid that knew the boob part, like where the many boobs that were falling back on the bed, and he would keep trying to tell me, but I'm like, oh my God, it was like his favorite part of the movie. Well, I didn't condone that. However, it was.
I mean, there's gonna be a lot of kids, a lot of boys in favorite parts.
Love. Totally.
All right, so yeah, number 8 is Wedding Crashers.
Okay? All right.
Number 7. Should number 7 be on the top 10?
It should. It was my 11. Like, honestly, it was my 11. It was brutal coming down to just get 10 on here. And I can totally see Juno being in this top 10 and higher in it because
Juno
this was probably made it on everyone's list that voted, damn near.
Juno is my top 4. I don't say this a lot, but it's one of the cutest movies of all time. It really is. It all started with a chair. And then first things first, music, you call it a folk movie, but this is one of the best soundtracks of all fucking time. All right, it's so good, goddamn good.
Yeah,
it's about a kid that gets pregnant by her best friend, by her best friend. And it just goes off of what
like their first time.
The first time ever having sex, she gets pregnant, but she decided she didn't want to keep it, so she was going for adoption. And then, like hijinks and shoes and all that kind of good stuff. Like you just gotta watch it because it's one of the best. It's one of the quote unquote cute. I mean, again, I'm a
I
six
know.
three black man with a full beard saying this right now. This is one of the cutest movies of all time. That's real shit.
For sure. No, it totally is. Totally is. And I expected it to be here.
All right, number 6. Should number 6 be in people's top 10? And that is When Harry Met Sally.
I can see this being in people's top 10. I expect it from this group. I've heard this movie come up on so many different lists in so many different brackets for so many different reasons. I'm not surprised it's on this. It wasn't on mine.
No, it wasn't on mine.
But I'm not surprised.
It did make people's number ones.
Sure, I believe it.
When Harry Met Sally is from the 80s. I forgot what the fucking man is. About 2 people that had to drive back home.
Meg Ryan and Billy
Crystal, yes. 2 people that drive back home. They become friends. They become good friends, like best friends. They started dating, have sex. But then they decided that they shouldn't get into relationships, so they break up. And then at the end, they get back together again. It has one of the most iconic rom-com scenes of all time when he says, I can tell when a woman is faking it. And then she goes, and she goes, like she fixes it, like she does all the fake orgasm in front of the whole deli. And then the old lady's like, I have what she's having.
Oh, yeah. I remember that part now. Mm-hmm.
It's a okay movie. My first time watching it was about 2-3 years ago, though. Mm-hmm. So I have nostalgia for it.
This wasn't one of the ones with nostalgia for it.
Okay. But I see why.
I see why. Totally.
All right. So now we're on our top 5.
Top 5. You haven't said some of my big ones still, so I'm hoping.
So tell me if these should be in the top 5. Now, I'm not asking about top 10. I'm asking about top 5. Tell me if these should be in the top 5. Okay?
Yeah.
Number 5, Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Look at this far. This is a fucking hilarious movie, and totally, okay. Absolutely, it made my top 10. It was lower on my top 10, but it was still there. The humor in it, fucking hilarious. Would watch it so many times. It was a spinoff of what movie?
There's another movie that's a spinoff of this movie.
Of this one.
Get Him to the Greek. Was a spinoff of this movie.
That's what it was. But this was the one where he was losing his shit at the beginning and does the whole towel shaking.
I got a surprise for you.
Fucking so good, so good. I love him.
If there was a guy, he would put a playground next to a sewer system. Oh my God.
It's so good.
Inside of you.
I mean,
inside of you. He said, I went from 6 to midnight.
6 to midnight, right. There's just so many good ones.
Oh my
There's
God.
So many good ones.
So good.
And still laugh just as hard as I did first time hearing the jokes too.
So it's about a guy that is a composer for a TV show, and his girlfriend is the main star of the TV show, but she winds up breaking up with him. He can't handle it, so he wants to go to Hawaii. But around the same time, his girlfriend and the new boyfriend goes to Hawaii. Such a really funny fucking movie. Oh my God, Jason Segel.
Brutal. Fucking brutal for this guy. And then it gets great because he gets Mila Kunis.
Yes, 100%. Oh my God, it's just such a funny movie. I love the movie. So I'm happy that it was in the top 5. All right, so now in the top 4. Should this next movie be in the top 4? Number 4 is Pretty Woman.
My number 1. My number 1 absolutely should be on this list.
Should be in the top 4.
Absolutely. I mean, I would say, of course, I'm biased. Top 3, top 2, top 1. It should absolutely be here. What do you think it should be in?
It wasn't on my list, so.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
It wasn't on my list.
This is definitely nostalgic for me. And then to have the memories that you've given me, being in the same location and stuff as like a birthday, like we did this about 4 years ago. This road trip.
3 years.
Sasha. And we did a road trip to Beverly Hills. Went to see some of the iconic locations, and it meant so much to me. This movie, Julia Roberts is prostitute, lands Richard Gere, who's super rich guy buys businesses for, just loaded, and just starts spending on her and treating her like a princess, and they fall in love, and it's just the cutest fucking movie. My favorite, my absolute favorite.
The best version of this movie is Chappelle. The Chappelle Show version of this movie is fucking hilarious. And I saw the Chappelle Show version before I saw the actual movie. And she was telling it was the scene where they were both in bed, and you saw how she became a prostitute. But the Chappelle Show version, he goes, he tells a story, and then he's like, okay, you gotta get the fuck out. Oh, it was so good. It was so hilarious. All right, so that's number 4. I mean that's especially in a network. That's one of the everybody's favorite movies, especially if you're a woman on a network. So I understand why it's here. Should this next movie be in the top 3? Number 3 is The Wedding Singer.
Absolutely, that makes me so happy that it's this high up.
But is it better than Pretty Woman?
I could see that.
Mm-hmm.
I could totally see it. The love story piece of it. I think my whole fascination, like, around Playboy and just like that whole thing, and she's a prostitute, like, it's just like it was a whole obsession. That's why it means so much to me. But Wedding Singer could be number 1 too. It's just, now the soundtrack to that movie, oh my god, that's so good. And like I said, Drew Barrymore, Adam Sandler. He goes through like heartbreak, and he's the singer of a band, and just goes really downhill really fast, and then meets Drew Barrymore as a waitress, and she's like engaged to be married to somebody else who's treating her like shit and cheating on her and all the things, and they end up falling in love, and it's just such a great movie. It makes me so happy that it's this high up on the list.
I'm gonna say something about this movie that you probably won't like.
You don't like it at all.
I've never seen this movie. I've never seen The Wedding Singer.
For real?
For real. I've never seen it. Do I want to? No.
Of course you don't. But this is definitely going on that bet list that we have, for sure. I'm just going to go ahead and take a note of that.
But I have never watched The Wedding Singer before. I'm just be shocking.
Dread must seize. Wedding Singer. Right. Absolutely. That's going right to number 1.
Number 2.
Yep.
Should this be in the top 2?
All
right. Number 2 is Coming to America.
Dang it.
Number 2 is Coming to America.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
That's impressive. Wow. 2. To be number 2.
Yeah.
Damn.
Coming to America is, like I said before, if you watch this and listen to the show, my favorite movie of all time. 1. I know this movie word for word. I know it from Kumbele to Nah. That's literally the first words you hear to the last word you hear. I know it word for fucking word. It's about a prince that doesn't want to be forced to marry who he doesn't want to marry, so he goes to America. His princess or queen, he has to be, and he's poor to do so. So he falls in love with the daughter of the owner of the burger joint that he's working at. Such a good movie. One of the best black comedies of all time. I put that fucking one of the best comedies of all time. I put that on anything. And yeah, it's just such a good movie. Such iconic. Just frees you disease and Renaissance Pizzle, Randy Watson, Royal Penis is clean, your highness, like such good lines to this movie. I love this movie. And yes, but it's number 2. So out of everything we said, you want to guess what number 1 was? I'm trying to think. Number 1 has the same stars as another movie.
You haven't said one that means a lot to me.
What's that?
First Dates.
Number 1 is 50 First Dates.
That's amazing.
Number 1 is 50 First Dates.
Drew Barrymore and Adam Sandler to number 1.
Yeah. And they've been in 3 movies together? Yeah. To me, this is the best one.
This is such a great one.
I've seen Blended.
That would definitely be the last one for me. But between this one and Wedding Singer, but this one, because of the whole being in Hawaii and tropical pineapple, like all the different things like this, just blew it out of the fucking water for me. I love this movie.
So this is about lady that has certain type of amnesia. So she only can remember up to a certain day.
A day. She relives
So
the
she,
same
she
day.
was the same day every single day. Adam Sandler is a playboy, but falls in love with her. So he has to find a way to fall in love with her the same every single day, which is a lot, a whole lot. It's a funny movie. It's a quote unquote.
It gives me goosebumps just thinking about the movie, and just like it's so cute. It's so cute.
I'm okay with this being number one.
Was it in your 10?
Yes, it was. It was. I'm okay with this being number one. This was a really good movie. Yeah. So the top 10 again was Bridesmaids, For Your Virgin, Wedding Crashes, Juno, When Harry Met Sally, Forgetting Sarah Marshall, Pretty Women, The Wedding Singer, Coming to America, and 51st Dates. How do you feel about that top 10?
Honestly, like, I am nowhere nearly as disappointed as I thought I was. Definitely very white. For sure, but very cool that Coming to America got number 2. But I thought I was going to be like super disappointed in how it all panned out. But this is totally a great list. Like, this is a really great list.
All right, so I'm going to say everybody individual top 10. Kendra's top 10. Number 10, How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. Number 9, Enchanted. Number 8, Big Sick. Number 7, 51st Dates. Number 6, Wedding Crashes. Number 5, 10 Days Ahead of You. Number 4, Crazy Rich Asians. Number 3, Bridesmaids. Number 2, Pretty Woman. And number 1, Fever Pitch.
Oh, number 1 is Fever Pitch. Wow.
Josh. Number 10, Coming to America. Number 9, Wedding Crashers. Number 8, The 40-Year-Old Virgin. Number 7, 13 Going on 30. Number 6.
Really?
Number 6, Groundhog Day. Number 5, Bridesmaids. Number 4, Crazy Stupid Love. Number 3, Big Fat Greek Wedding. Number 2, Juno. And number 1, 51st Dates.
Nice.
Amanda. Number 10, Crazy Stupid Love. Number 9, Groundhog Day. Number 8, American President. Number 7, Coming to America. Number 6, Sleepless in Seattle. Number 5, Forgetting Sarah Marshall. Number 4, How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. Number 3, The Wedding Singer. Number 2, 10 Things I Hate About You. Number 1, You've Got Mail.
Okay.
Harvey. Number 10, Doc Hollywood. Number 9, Dave. Number 8, Groundhog Day. Number 7, Truth About Cats and Dogs.
So Doc Hollywood again is Doc. No, yeah, Doc Hollywood. Yeah. Okay.
Number 7, Truth About Cats and Dogs. Number 6, Coming to America. Number 5, Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist. Number 4, American President. Number 3, Notting Hill. Number 2, Better Off Dead. Number 1, When Harry Met Sally.
I knew that was going to be his number 1.
Casey. Number 10, Coming to America. Number 9, Juno. Number 8, Moonstruck. Number 7, 51st Dates. Number 6, Fever Pitch. Number 5, The Wedding Singer. Number 4, Forgetting Sarah Marshall. Number 3, 4 Weddings and a Funeral. Number 2, Pretty Woman.
And number 1?
And number 1, When Harry Met Sally.
Oh, what the fuck? Wow, it wasn't Princess Diaries? I thought for sure. Wow.
CJ. Number 10, My Big Fat Greek Wedding. Number 9, Hitch. Number 8, Bridesmaids. Number 7, Wedding Crashes. Number 6, 51st Dates. Number 5, 40-Year-Old Virgin. Number 4, Forgetting Sarah Marshall. Number 3, The Wedding Singer. Number 2, The Princess Bride. And number 1, Coming to America.
He had it high. Okay, all right.
Emily. Number 10, 40-Year-Old Virgin. Number 9, Forgetting Sarah Marshall. Number 8, Something's Gotta Give. Number 7, It's Complicated. Number 6, Wedding Crashers. Number 5, Knocked Up. Number 4, The Wedding Singer. Number 3, First Dates. Number 2, Zack and Mary Make a Porno. And number 1, Pretty Woman.
Damn,
and for me, number 10, Hitch. Number 9, Zack and Mary Make a Porno. Number 8, Wedding Crashers. Number 7, 51st Dates. Number 6, Forgetting Sarah Marshall. Number 5, The Princess Bride. Number 4, Juno. Number 3, The 40-Year-Old Virgin. Number 2, The Brothers. And number 1, Coming to America. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That was our rom-com list for Valentine's Day.
And for Varsity, because I truly believe that I'm going to get you to do JP. There are too many great movies that did
the only list. Time you can get me to do this is next year for Valentine's Day.
Right. You love this too much, I think.
Anyway.
You hate it, but you love it at the same time.
Anywho.
I
want to thank my lovely wife. We have something special, hopefully planned for Valentine's Day. And from the bottom of my heart, my wife is one of the best things that ever happened to me. Give me 3 of the best horrible gifts of all time. I love my kids. I love my wife. And happy Valentine's Day to you, beautiful.
I love you so much.
I love you too, babe. With that being said, my name is Diandre Robertson, and we are out.